Kwantsu dudes! This week on TJD, we watched Surf Ninjas. I'm Ty.
Jake.
And I'm Drew.
A little too over the top.
Really?
So much enthusiasm.
Yeah,
about this
very
one.
enthusiastic.
I liked it.
You have to say it with like borderline disgust.
But I enjoyed this film, so why would I be disgusted?
Well, you're wrong. You enjoyed it, really?
I think it's stupid fun.
Fun, he says. How do you define fun?
Nah, it's a Quimby.
Do we want to clarify what that means?
Well, first, let's discuss this film. So, for those of you who don't know, which I guess is quite a few people, Surf Ninjas was a 1993 American family comedy.
Comedy?
Yeah.
American?
Yeah.
Family? There was family.
I was going to say, give him family.
I'll give him family.
Starring Ernie Reyes Jr., Ernie Reyes Sr., Tone Loc, Rob Schneider, and Leslie Nielsen, I guess. He's barely in it.
He's in it, like, shockingly little compared to what I thought it would be.
Like, he's the villain, and he's in it for maybe a total of 10 minutes. If that.
It's not long.
That's what she said.
To you?
Yeah.
This movie is about two brothers.
She said, is it in yet?
Are you talking about the girl that from Surf Ninjas?
Yeah.
What was her name? Roy May. Which did they ever say?
Roy.
Romay.
Romay.
It's R-O-hyphen
like
M-A-Y.
romaine lettuce.
No. May.
Rebecca Romaine.
You're saying Maine. It's May.
The Romaine Coliseum.
Yeah.
That's closer.
How is that closer?
But two brothers who are avid surfers.
Are they?
Yeah, they begin the movie surfing.
Not a lot of surfing in this movie.
They car surf.
They're such avid surfers.
Oh
they
my
car
God.
surf.
Moto surf, isn't that what it's called?
surf.
I hadn't put that together.
Which
that sucks.
Which they are so committed. They even have oars and they're in their car.
Pro? A lot of surfing?
But
No.
But these are two brothers who live in LA with their adopted father. And they are total slackers, surfer slackers. But come to find out, they are actually destined for greatness and are two missing princes from an island nation of Kwantsu.
Isn't that what like every surfer slacker wants?
It's to be a prince from Kwantsu?
Or just to matter?
I'm sorry, I'm saying that I'm getting Kwantsu and the place mixed up. It's
it should be called Ponsu.
Patusan.
Patusan.
They're from Patusan.
Which sounds like the restaurant that the one girl worked at in Cloud Atlas.
Oh, really?
I think it was called something like Patusan.
How about you?
What a weird, like, what if it's like a connected universe?
Cloud Atlas and Surf Ninjas.
It would actually ruin Cloud Atlas.
But, and then Rob Schneider, the 28-year-old Rob Schneider, playing a 17-year-old kid.
Yeah.
With red hair.
Wasn't even noticeable.
His red hair?
No, it was noticeable.
I was like, bullshit.
It was, it shouldn't have been in the movie.
No, he was the quote-unquote comic relief.
Nope.
But even Tone Loc had better comedy than Rob Schneider.
Tone Loc should have been the comic relief. It should have just been the cop trying to help them out.
The name of the restaurant in Cloud Atlas is Papa Song.
Oh, close. I'm not crazy.
I think you have enjoyed Cloud Atlas more.
Haven't been connected?
Yeah. Pontusan.
Kwantsu. Fucking hilarious.
What does Kwantsu mean?
I think literally it's those swords.
Oh.
But it's like what's that Ace Ventura When Nature Calls? They're like
in Quincy, Georgia? That's White Devil.
Oh, I was thinking Bumblebee Tuna, but
Chicago?
Yeah. They're like Chikaka, and they all bow in reverence. And so that's what I think, like these Kwantsu, it's like a god or something like that. And he like bestowed these weapons upon those who are worthy. And so they yell Kwantsu. So.
It's actually Mandarin for full speed.
Oh. Or I'm just making shit up.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I went off context clues. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's a sword.
It is!
It's a sword.
It's the knives of Kwantsu, because Rob Schneider goes on that 5 fucking minute riff of unfunny bits about how you can buy knives.
That's what you get for trusting Rob Schneider.
That's what you get for putting Rob Schneider in your movie.
As a 17-year-old kid.
That's a con. He fucking provides nothing. He's a vacuum of enjoyment.
So he sucks
as
so
a
hard.
human being.
You know, I think they put that on the DVD cover for this.
Vacuum of enjoyment.
Yeah, Rob Schneider is a vacuum of enjoyment.
Believe it or not, many people have said Rob Schneider is the high point of this film.
Yeah, you.
Why? I didn't say he was.
Some people say it.
I said some people say it, not me. By the way, the tagline, Surf's Up, time to save the world.
All right.
They don't save a world. They save an island nation.
Yeah, nobody really gave a fuck about anything that was
Yeah.
happening. Fuck, there's a scene where the fucking other guards don't even give a fuck about what's happening.
It's
The
true.
big fight scene, and there's guys loading a truck behind them like, nah,
Whatever.
they'll fucking figure it out. The world is not in danger. Jesus Christ.
Didn't all he want to do is just take over that country?
Yeah.
That's all Leslie
No
Nielsen
UN
wanted to
sanctions, no nothing. So, Colonel Leslie Nielsen's character, Colonel Chi.
Yeah.
Colonel Chi.
Chi.
Colonel Sanders would have been better. Wait, is Chi short for chicken? Is that?
I don't think so.
I think we got a fan theory.
Honestly,
No,
I bet you they won Jackie Chan or somebody, and they got Leslie Nielsen.
Okay, so the humor actually seems like it was kind of how do I word it? Like, have you ever seen like Asian cinema where they usually have like a bumbling like bad guy kind of like that? It seemed like they might have tried for that, but then they said we don't have a star in our movie, so let's get Leslie Nielsen,
Who was coming off of Naked Gun, so he was like very prominent, and most reviewers are like Leslie Nielsen's wasted in this film.
Oh yeah, he was totally wasted. Even if you don't like him, he's wasted in this movie because he can do better.
Yeah,
more Leslie Nielsen, less Rob Schneider.
Yeah,
agreed. Not that any of
Rob
his
Schneider.
even none of his bits were really funny. Like the whole phone bit and like trying not to get wet. None of that was.
Money can't buy knives. Just bitching.
I would talk about Leslie Nielsen's scenes, but like his whole like always trying to pick up the phone and fucking around with all that crap. But they didn't give him anything.
Fat Kitty's pissed.
No,
he had nothing to do, and everything he did was just. Why?
But so we haven't really done pro or con yet. I'm gonna go pro. We got 2 great phrases out of this film.
Wait, what was the second one?
I think Kwantsu.
Kwantsu dudes is one of them.
Kwantsu. Yeah, that'll probably be a classic, unfortunately.
And Quimby.
Quimby is a life-changing discovery. I had never heard the phrase in my life.
They said, who are these Quimbys? And we looked it up, Drew.
Yeah, it's
Tell him the intended meaning, most likely.
I literally had to go to...
The chicken one?
Yes.
The chicken one. No, I literally had to go to Urban Dictionary for this, and the second definition is the one that I think that they were referring to. It's a goon, a nameless, faceless part of a gang, a hanger-on, a sidekick of more outspoken, charismatic bully. And then, literally in quotations, it goes, take the classic movie Surf Ninjas. Dude, who are those Quimbies in the camo pajamas?
Classic.
I like how they say classic.
Yeah. Should we enlighten them on the other?
Enlighten them on the other one.
Yes.
Okay, this is the one that I think is more prominent. It's commonly misunderstood to be the central player in an all-male 3-way.
So the guy in the middle.
Yeah.
Giving and receiving. Which Jake is known to do.
Yeah, I guess I'm that guy.
You're Mayor Quimby.
You're putting it in my ass.
Pilgrim? I don't know why.
Why Pilgrim?
Why not?
He was doing a Mayor Quimby.
They're all the same.
The other definition is a person who sucks farts out of dead chickens.
Which, how would you do that?
I don't know.
You're bring over that there chicken.
Are you Dan Aykroyd?
John Goodman.
Yeah, so that's a classic term.
Are you Dan Aykroyd? Dan Aykroyd would suck the farts out of dead chickens.
How do you think he made his vodka?
Oh, I would never drink it anyway.
You're telling me if I poured you some of whatever his fucking vodka is.
No.
Gray Skull vodka.
Nope.
Isn't Gray Skull? I think
Crystal Skull.
Oh, okay.
Gray Skull is from fucking He-Man,
yeah,
dude.
I know. It's like
Gwildor! There should be a fucking Gray Skull vodka, though.
Endorsed by Frank Langella.
Yeah. Is he alive?
I don't know.
Yeah, he's still alive. He's like 70-something.
Oh, good for him. I'm sure he wants to get into a vodka business now.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to remind him. Remember the movie? You were in it. He-Man. I've never heard of it.
You did a stinger where you're like, I'll be back. And you never did come back.
I'll sell vodka in 30 years.
This is what my life has become.
Okay, now that I started off the movie on a positive note with the pro, guys, I mean, it's hard, but any cons out there?
Rob Schneider.
I would agree.
He is awful.
Would you
He
disagree?
was on. This was like his last year of SNL too. Why jump into Surf Ninjas?
Movie.
I guess. Yeah.
I mean, you want to get a movie. That's why you leave SNL, right? Because you feel that you've made it? Was this before or after Judge Dredd?
I think
Dredd
was before. Because
yeah,
Dredd was 95.
So this was before that.
I think it was right before Beverly Hillbillies as well.
So somebody saw that and was like, yeah, we'll get you and Sylvester Stallone together.
Well, and then they were in Demolition Man together as well.
Rob Schneider was in that?
Yeah, he played the police officer receptionist. He's the one who makes fun of him for the 3 seashells.
You're right. He's not really a character.
No,
though.
he's just kind of in it.
Dude,
but...
Demolition Man.
That's a good movie.
That's a great movie.
Yeah, it is.
He wipes his ass with all the citations he gets from swearing.
Love that movie.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 10.
But what about Surf Ninjas?
It's a little less than a 10. So Rob Schneider's not good.
No.
Would you disagree that you could cut him out of the movie entirely and lose nothing?
Because his whole joke is like, he thinks he's actually the king of this island.
But it's never funny.
Yeah, and then his other thing is because like each of the boys has powers. Ernie Reyes, his prince has the power of just being awesome at kung fu, I guess.
Kicking ass?
Yeah, and it's his prophecy to overtake the island from Colonel Chi. And then his younger brother is a seer of visions or something like that, and he uses his Sega Game Gear to view the future.
That's a con.
Believing in a Game Gear?
They don't show him change batteries once.
Yeah, I call bullshit on that.
It was like every 20 minutes.
That thing eats through batteries. It takes 6 double A's.
If it works.
You know what's funny is they allowed him to keep it.
Wow! Thanks, movie.
Sweet dudes.
Hey, he was like 11, so he's like, all right, sweet. I get paid and I get a Sega Game Gear. which was top of the line handheld video game. You know, there was no Game Boy Color yet. Sega Game Gear was in color.
Kung Chao.
Kung Chao.
Whatever the fuck.
Kwantsu.
Kwantsu.
This is the new Gwildor.
It's gonna be. Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, that was.
So Game Gear sucks.
Yep.
Rob Schneider sucks. Leslie Nielsen sucks, but I don't know that it's his fault, really.
Just a bad movie.
It's just a bad movie.
It was a bad written part.
I would say it's a bad movie.
It's a fun bad.
Lay some pros out for me, Ty.
I'll give a pro.
Okay.
Ernie Reyes' fighting ability.
Because he actually was in the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He was one of the turtles.
Mm-hmm.
He did the stunt coordination in it.
Well, he was also in Turtles 2 as well.
But he didn't have to be in the suit that time.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was actually acting. So
he was actually one of the turtles.
Yeah.
He was fine.
Yeah. He was also jacked.
Yes.
Very, very nice to look at.
For the ladies.
Yeah.
And the ties, I guess.
Shut it, Quimby.
I know,
Shut it, Quimby.
You want to be the Quimby, I guess.
But some other pros. Let's see. Car surfing, moto surfing. I think it needed to start a trend.
I think they were trying to, and it
I
never fucking caught on.
I honestly think that moto surfing was... So, early in the film, Rob Schneider shows up to the boys' house, and he cooks some stupid breakfast. Their dad's like, hey, get your shit together. You got... you know, where are your parents? He talks about some biosphere shit, and how he's wearing...
Biodome.
Yeah.
Crossover.
Oh, shit. Pauly Shore could have been in this.
Oh.
Better or worse?
Better.
Easily worse.
Get Schneider out of there, put in Pauly Shore.
Not even a fucking
You got
question.
a hell of a movie.
No, he means both of them.
Dude, think about it, though.
No.
Think about it. It would be like...
I don't want to think about it.
Think about this.
Oh my god.
It would be like...
Kwantsu, buddy.
It'd be like the face-off of, like, terrible movies. Because you got, like, Cage and Travolta, and then you have Schneider and Shore trying to outact each other.
Outact?
Yes.
You mean trying to act with each other?
Yes.
Outact each other?
Yeah.
For fuck's sake. Get the fuck out of here.
You know you want that.
No,
you want
I've never wanted anything less. If my child had cancer, I want him to have that more than I want to fucking see that movie.
Wow.
Oh my god. I hate that you created it. See, in my mind now, there's an alternate universe where that fucking happened, and it makes me want to vomit. Ugh. And I never would have thought of it.
You never know you wanted something so bad.
Guess that's why we have a pod.
Yeah.
Ruin each other. Yeah, words. Ruin each other's lives.
You know, they probably work for pretty cheap. We could probably get them on a project.
Today?
Yeah.
Surf Ninjas 2.
Yeah.
He's playing an 18-year-old. He's like 50.
Pauly Shore's playing a black guy.
Oh, man.
I mean, if Leslie Nielsen can play an Asian guy.
Was he supposed to be Asian?
I think the character was supposed to be, but they wanted to get a bigger name to help sell the movie, so they got Leslie Nielsen.
Pro all the racist stereotypes?
Like what?
That's a leading question.
Moving on to more pros and cons.
Like Imperial Palace is the home of Pot Tucson.
Dude, that was pretty good.
You even called it.
Because in my mind, I'm like, what are they going to go to the restaurant? They go to the fucking restaurant. And then they go, don't eat the chicken. And I go, well, if you're in a Chinese restaurant, what the fuck are you going to eat that isn't chicken? I mean, I guess they have pork, but I don't like pork. Look at Ty.
You fucking broke him.
Okay. But back to the moto surfing. They Rob Schneider then is driving a car down a street while Ernie Reyes and his brother and Rob Schneider are just standing up in the car, acting as if they're surfing, every so often pulling out oars. And then they pull into the parking lot of the school to have somebody already gotten pulled over by the cops. And he's like, we won't moto surfing. And he's like, really? And he pulls out an oar. He's like, I wish this would stop. It's like, I didn't know this was an epidemic.
He said, just once, I wish I was wrong.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry I misquoted this film.
Yeah, he knows it better than you do, Ty.
Cow Chung or whatever he said.
Cow Chung, dude. Cal Penn.
Whoa. Cal Penn, Rob Schneider, Pauly Shore.
No. Well, I like Cal Penn.
Gary Busey, Randy Quaid.
Pauly Shore.
I don't think they can exist in the same state.
Legally.
Legally.
Oh.
My God.
Moto surfing is stupid. I wonder if there were any cases, like, if there was any case of moto surfing, it would have happened after Teen Wolf.
Why?
Have you ever seen Teen Wolf?
Uh-uh.
Oh, guy literally gets on top of a van and, like, acts as if he's surfing.
Oh, I'm sure people have done that.
Yeah.
And got
But that
injured
makes more
and
sense than
died.
just having an
oar in your car?
Yeah.
Yeah, that just looks stupid.
And just standing up through a convertible.
Yeah.
Yeah, not actually getting on top of the car and surfing.
I wonder how many...
They were moto paddling.
Yes, it's true.
Yeah, you don't surf with fucking oars anyway.
Well,
Dumbass.
Oh, I think, well, they were doing this.
Yeah.
Oh, they can't, the
As
listeners
Drew-
can't see that.
Yeah, as Drew, like, think of anybody who's pretending to surf is what Drew exactly was doing. Like, you put your arms out, you shake your body back and forth.
Silver Surfer pose.
Yeah.
Maybe?
He surfs.
Yeah.
I mean, it's more surfing than taking an oar in your fucking car. I don't know.
There is paddle surfing. I will say there's paddle surfing where you stand on your board and you...
I feel like if I ever did that and I was some dumbass with an oar in the back seat of a car, I'd get it caught on like a light pole and it'd break all my fucking ribs and probably shatter the window, and that'd be...
You know what? We need to go cruising right now. And just
like Al Pacino?
Yeah. Just have an
You know
oar.
what cruising is?
No.
It's a movie where Al Pacino goes out looking for gay sex.
Oh, shit. Nope, I was unaware of that.
Ty's got the 4K Blu-ray.
Wait,
Steelbox limited
I
edition.
was gonna say, what's
The steel box.
Yeah.
what?
Steelbook, whatever.
What was the other movie where he yells Attica or whatever? What was that film? Was that Dog Day Afternoon or
I think
something
so.
like?
Yeah.
Because isn't he gay in that as well?
Yeah, I think the guy that was... the person he's robbing with is a gay person that is getting a sex transfer. Wait, that's not what it's called. A sex transfer. Yeah. Just what hookers do. Could you transfer some sex to me?
Transfer something else.
Is it like a wire transfer?
Transmit?
Like a wire transfer,
Yeah.
but with sex.
Here's my routing number.
Please.
I trust you'll use it well.
Please put the sex in my account.
Disease-riddled hooker.
That's like some Demolition Man shit.
No, sex change.
Oh, okay.
He had a penis, and he wanted a vagina.
Sex transfer.
Fucking sex transfer. That's what I think. I can't get any dumber. I go and say some shit like that.
By the way, this is a New Line Cinema film,
Oh,
which created Dumb and Dumber.
and
And the Turtles.
And the Turtles.
and
Suburban Commando.
uh-huh.
Mr. Nanny. Lost in Space. What other fucking films were there?
Adventures of Pinocchio.
A bunch of garbage.
Karina?
Yeah.
We
That
were-
Drew's apparently familiar with.
I'm not.
You can identify it.
The Little Vampire. I don't know what else. Gosh, that was a stupid ass trivia game on this DVD.
It tells you if you're right or you're wrong, but it doesn't tell you what the answer is.
Nope.
So if you're wrong, fuck you.
You'll never find
You
out.
got to play again.
Go buy these New Line DVDs, bitch.
Oh, yeah. But pros, cons.
Con the DVD menu.
Yeah. Oh my god. I say a pro.
Kind of a pro. I mean, it's garbage.
You're talking about the work, the lack of excellence in the work.
Oh, like the 30 seconds
Yeah.
they put into
It took this guy no time to design this
shaking
menu.
Leslie Nielsen around the bottom of the screen.
And the water just like they took the
And
water from the DVD and they just made it like flow sideways up and down.
It literally shows Leslie Nielsen cut off on the bottom as it skitters around the middle of the screen.
It's pretty great.
And then the boys are on the board and the board doesn't do anything. It just
Yeah.
still against the backdrop.
Barely touches the water.
It's like not even in the water.
It's just floating.
Oh,
But it is a DVD menu.
yes. It's great.
Surely the movie will be better than this menu. I was wrong.
That's like your opinion, man.
Or every time we had to go into the fucking settings and it played that like fucking
30
Leslie
second
Nielsen
clip.
orgasm.
the same clip over and over.
And then yeah. It goes to the Game Gear for the actual like the different settings because those were the special features.
Right.
But then you had the Game Gear as your special settings. So
Trash.
Terrible.
Did you have a Game Gear?
no, I didn't have anything portable until a Game Boy Color. I mean, besides those like one-off games where you know.
Oh yeah, like the Game and Watch.
Yeah. It's like I
Really?
had football or a Spider-Man.
You had one growing up?
A Game and Watch?
No, Game Gear.
Oh no, I had friends that did though. I had a Game Boy. I was a Game Boy kid.
The Game Boy would eat some fucking batteries too.
And that was only 4 AA's though.
Only. Well, a Game Boy Color was only 2.
Yep, true.
Dude, Game Boy Color.
Mm-hmm. It was living.
It was living.
In living color.
Oh yeah.
Come on.
Oh, I know. Shame. You
What-
should feel it.
What do you guys feel about Tone Loc in this film?
Perfect.
Yeah,
His-
I liked Tone Loc. That's a pro for me.
His voice is so deep and like sultry.
It's yeah. If I could pick one person to have their voice, it would probably be him.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say if there's one person I want to be my Quimby.
Wait, so he's the Quimby?
Yeah, it
Oh,
doesn't
okay.
matter. You can throw.
That's not bad then.
No. Are you trying to think where you'd be?
No, I know where I'd be for this sex transfer.
That's pretty good.
Right behind the chicken.
Wait.
Sucking out the farts. And we come full circle.
Tone Loc's the chicken. I guess. Just how stupid do we want to get?
Well, I mean, we're kind of there.
We're off the charts.
Yeah. Rob. Okay, how much do you think Rob Schneider improvised in this film?
Every time his mouth was moving.
Was it improvisation?
I think when they were walking through the jungle and he was bitching about knives, I thought that was just him trying to be funny. And they were like, we'll just be quiet and see if they would have used this.
But then Tone Loc had the best answer to that, though. Like, because he keeps making fun of these knives because they're trying to find the Kwantsu knives, or the knives of Kwantsu, because they will reveal the destiny for Ernie Reyes Jr. And is it Zach? The guy with the eye patch?
Maybe.
I think his name is Zach.
Yeah,
it's Zach. Zatch.
Yeah.
He says, like, your inheritance is in these caves, and they're like, oh, money, and he's like, no, knives, and it's like, oh, because knives can't be bought with money, because he says something like, yeah, something that money can't buy, and he goes, knives, and so then Rob Schneider goes on a 5-minute tirade about how he can't buy knives with money,
right,
and then Tone Loc goes, yeah, I'd cut him, but I don't have a knife,
right,
which was actually kind of funny, but it was set up by 5 minutes of terrible Rob Schneider jokes.
right. Rob Schneider bitching, saying, I went to a store once and said I'd pay $100,000 for knives, and they told me they couldn't do it. Because knives are invaluable or whatever. Money can't buy knives.
Yeah. What do we think of... So, what do we think of the song selection in this?
Equal parts horrible and fucking amazing.
Wait, what was fucking amazing?
Actually, nothing's fucking amazing.
I was like, what?
That was hyperbole.
Even Mark Wahlberg's song is awful.
I won't lie, though, when you heard Wahlberg kick in, though, I was like, this might be the best song in this movie.
Yeah, I mean...
What about the Tone Loc song at the beginning?
That was pretty good.
Which brings the question, if Tone Loc has a song in this movie, who is Tone Loc then?
You're still... Movies aren't real.
But I mean, that's just like, oh hey, Jackie Chan's watching a movie that's starring Jackie Chan, but Jackie Chan's a different character.
But he's not like watching... Had they watched a music video that had Tone Loc, you know what I mean? That would have been fucking weird. Because it's like, you're in the movie. Why are you watching yourself?
But he might have heard this song. Like, Tone Loc's character could have heard Tone Loc's song.
I think they just used a song.
It's not like Tone Loc walks on... The first time you see him, he walks on the set and says, buy my CD!
Well, maybe that happened.
Yeah.
I mean, Sega did that because they financed a huge part of the movie.
Yeah, Sega helped. The reason this movie is a little jumbled...
Wait, so this contributed to the death of Sega Genesis?
Well, the game only came out on Game Gear.
Actually, Genesis was... They'd already moved beyond that when they died.
I was going to say, Genesis was fine. It was the Dreamcast that killed Sega. And even the Saturn.
Well, the PS2 killed Sega.
That too. But the Saturn and the Dreamcast couldn't compete. So, but yeah, Sega started writing the video game to coincide with the movie. And so the director and scriptwriter would meet with Sega every so often because they were financing the film to make sure that the game and the movie were at least somewhat matching. So...
The guys at Sega are like, so the plot starts when? Where?
Well...
Kwantsu.
Kwantsu?
Quan Chi is the guy from the Warlock from Mortal Kombat.
That's what I know that
Nerd!
Fuck yeah. I know shit about games.
Nerd alert.
I kept wondering, why am I saying Quan Chi? That's why. It's Mortal Kombat. God, I love Mortal Kombat. Better movie.
No.
No!
Yes, it is.
I agree. It's better.
You agree?
Mortal Kombat is a better movie.
I was concerned. I'm like, really?
Not Mortal Kombat Annihilation, though.
Oh, yeah.
I would rather watch Surf Ninjas than Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
I've seen that Too Bad You Die clip. Holy shit. I've never done a drug that great. Where you film something that stupid and go, yeah, we'll release this.
This is good. We are pleased with this.
Like, did they not screen it before releasing it? Nobody was like, I paid for this?
So most of this film, early on, though, deals with Zach having to save the boys, who are just total morons.
Uh-huh.
As these even worse, like, quote-unquote ninjas from Colonel Chi are trying to kill them. Like, one boy's, the younger brother, trying to find Spain on a map. And
points to Africa.
Points to Africa. Points to America. And then you get this boy laughing right next to the teacher.
Oh, the laugh is so good. Yep.
It was like Crispin Glover
yeah,
from Back to the Future.
Oh my my god, it was.
Hey, you. Get your damn hands off.
I can't even do it. How did it go through? But he was gonna get what? Shuriken to the back of the head.
Oh, it would have been amazing.
A shuriken?
It's pronounced Haiduken.
What is it?
Heineken.
A shuriken?
There, Shuriken.
It's a Heineken.
Shoryuken!
It's pronounced Heine.
Hey, he's been fucking up words all night. I fuck one up.
Quimby did.
Yeah.
Actually forgot it. I was like, what's that word? I literally picture Mayor Quimby every time I say it. You're
In
doing
the
the same,
middle?
aren't you? No, I don't picture him in the middle. Yeah, I picture a cartoon character getting sodomized to remind me of a word.
But he's also sodomizing.
Yeah, totally.
He's giving and taking.
Whatever helps me learn. I have to imagine not Quan Chi to get
Kwantsu.
Kwantsu. I don't know that I could Gwildor this one. I think I'm still gonna fuck it up by the end of the pod. God damn it.
Patusan.
Patusan.
Yep.
Mitsubishi.
That's racist, dog.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well,
I guess
he
no.
named a company.
Well, then I'm the
You're
racist. Yeah, I'm the racist.
Yeah, that's fine.
Fuck.
You're racist for being upset for something when it's not racist. Suzuki was in here, though.
Suzuki?
Yeah, that's what Leslie Nielsen was driving, was
Yep.
a Suzuki.
Of course.
Okay, but yeah, so that's like the first 30 minutes of this film is these ninjas trying to kill him. Like, even coming out of a garbage truck on school grounds.
With the most over-the-top fucking truck driver I've ever seen.
He hops out like he's like, I'm on a mission.
Yeah.
Fucking A. He just, ha, ha.
Yeah.
Everything was overemphasized.
Like
and
Power Rangers
Yeah.
level overacting.
You could tell he's had some other gigs where he's had to show that prowess.
Yeah. It was Lord Zed.
Oh, what do you guys think of the fight choreography in this film? Because you see Zatch fighting a lot.
I thought the ideas were decent. It's just that there was a lot of shit where you're like, well, that didn't even look like it was anywhere near
The execution.
and they'd go like flying across the room. I think like they needed to put a little bit more time into it.
Yeah.
But like there were actually a couple fights where I was like, yeah, that was pretty cool.
A lot of the Ernie Reyes stuff.
Yeah.
I enjoyed.
He's
also
pretty good.
He's also a 4th degree black belt.
So he knows his shit.
Mm-hmm.
He looked like he knew his shit.
Yeah. Well, like we say, he was a stuntman on 2 different Turtle movies, so he had done this stuff before.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm trying to think. What was it? The incompetency as well of like the administration of the school that they go to, because they rely on Ernie Reyes Jr., who's a total moron,
Oh my god.
to welcome a dignitary to their school.
Smart.
And so he doesn't do his homework. He doesn't create a welcome thing. And I did love how they're like in the ethnical like style, the proper ethnical style of the Asians or something like that. It was like, that's a weird wording. Like, who says that? In the true ethnic style. It's like, what? Isn't that like...
And now the way the gooks like it.
You know what? That's pretty much what the principal said.
Right.
But he said
that's
it
how I
nice.
interpreted it.
Yeah. But he said
You're
it...
gonna love this kid.
And which he goes on to sing he sings Barbara Ann, but he changes it to... Because the guy was
Baba
like...
Ram.
Yeah, Baba Ram. He was the Baba Ram. And so that's...
B Crab.
Yeah. So that's what he sings.
Hilarious.
Yeah. 2 Barbara Ann jokes in one film. Because they end the movie with rolling credits to Ernie Reyes, whatever the little kid's name is, Rob Schneider, and then the Babaram all dancing and lip syncing to Babaran. So.
Right. Hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
I got another con.
Huh.
The fucking endless stairs.
the same scene. It was so funny the first time.
Stop it. Get it out of here.
So a henchman gets thrown down some stairs, to then work his way all the way back up to get kicked down them, and it's one of those huge ass long thing of stairs. To then he comes up while they're being introduced as king, queen, prince, all that. To then he'd be like, "Oh, excuse my speech," and he goes, "Hey, you lost," and so then the guy just throws himself down the stairs.
This is like McClintock.
I mean, this is like what, a day later that they're like, "Hey, this is your king." Like, it had to be like a day or two later. That guy just got back up the stairs.
Yeah, they were celebrating What the hell?
Didn't you see how many stairs there were?
Well, he got back up during the same fight.
Maybe he got tired and just lay down for a while.
For 2 days?
Yeah.
The ass beating was so severe.
The Quimby got him good.
Yeah.
Poor chickens.
Jeez. How about his love interest?
What love interest?
So, Ernie Reyes is destined to marry this woman. Well, not destined, but he was arranged marriage.
Right.
And
we're gonna save you a piece.
They make out one time.
Right.
And then they get to Patusan.
Right.
And she goes off on this tirade
about how, my parents want me to marry you, and I don't know that I will, and I'm going to go do my own thing, but we can still date, and then they make out again, and I'm like, it's just a typical woman. Being irrational and crazy. Even Ernie Reyes is like, yeah.
He was like,
par for the course.
What do you guys think of when the girl was walking up, and they're like, hey, you know what they say, girl in a veil, you better bail. And then, if she hides her face, what was it?
I don't know.
I don't remember the other one.
I
just remember Rob Schneider's fucking
Schneider. He's like
garbage.
Yeah, if she's not showing it,
she must not be attractive.
Yes.
Anybody else maybe could have made it work, but he's
bad.
Yeah.
Yes, he's very, very bad in this film.
What did I I don't know. Stupid, childish stuff.
Well, no, you guys said you didn't find her attractive. Because, like, Ernie Reyes, when he sees her, is, like, guffawed.
She was okay.
I thought she was attractive. Like, I'm not saying she was a stunner, but I thought she was attractive.
Well, you do have a thing for Jasmine.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. I have a thing for butt ugly girls.
Has a thing for butt ugly girls. Is that like another teen movie reference you're trying to make?
Yeah. You always did have a thing for butt ugly girls.
Put your heads on my shoulder.
But I lost my train of thought. Thanks, motherfuckers.
She was fine.
But it's funny because he's like 16 years old. Honestly, doing his fucking stupid like moto surfing and shit, it wouldn't surprise me if he's never had a girl throw attention his way.
Okay, if you look like Ernie Reyes,
for being a quote unquote 15-year-old when he's actually like 20, he was fucking jacked as shit.
The amount of ass I would have got if I looked like Ernie Reyes when I was that age, I would be.
You would
the
have
amount of
several
sexual
kids.
Transfers.
He'd be
unfucking believable.
He'd be swimming in Quimby's.
Wait,
that sounds so gross.
That's all males.
It doesn't have to be males.
No, it did say all male threesome.
No, they said a Quimby and like a dude and two girls 3-way. The Quimby is the guy.
Oh.
You're still taking it in the ass.
Oh. Well, you take what you can get. It's better than sucking the farts out of dead chickens.
Speak for yourself.
Is it not? I would rather get railed in the ass than suck the fart out of dead chickens.
Or be a faceless goon?
No, I'd probably just rather be a faceless goon. That's what I am now.
I don't know. You seem like you really want to take it in the ass.
Only if it's a railroad spike.
Oh.
God, that feels like literally forever ago.
So you had threesome offer. Two really, good-looking chicks.
Oh God.
But you're gonna have to take it in the ass.
I don't think you have to though. In this
The
definition.
Quimby is the male in the middle, isn't it?
Well, let me bring up the definition again.
We are defining Quimby, so we are using it right.
It just says the central player in an all-male three-way. And
In an all-male three-way.
A Quimby is actually the male in a two-woman three-way.
Okay. Doesn't say anything about taking it in the ass. So yeah, two hot chicks
But
want to
it
Quimby
also...
me?
My best girlfriend and I picked up this amazing Quimby last night who took us to entirely new levels of sexual bliss.
Wait, so the guy's the Quimby?
No, the girl's the Quimby.
They picked up a Quimby.
The Quimby is the dude in a two chick, one dude three-way. No one has to get railed in the butt here.
Damn.
I'd let him do it anyway.
Would you tell people? Would you flaunt that you had a threesome?
If they were hot?
Yeah. But
The
you got
dudes?
railed in the ass.
I had to.
Of course.
Okay. I don't know why I'm so fixated on you getting railed in the ass.
Yeah.
Is it getting
There's
weird?
something you want to talk about?
Is it getting weird?
Are we doing a Quimby tonight?
Oh, no. No.
I've never seen him jump off anything so fast in his life. No, we're not. I got work in the morning, and
I have a headache.
Nothing gay about it. Just a little sexual transfer.
Kwantsu.
Never hurt anybody.
That's what I yell when I climax.
Kwantsu dudes.
That's the rule. Next time you climax during sex, you have to yell Kwantsu. You have to.
Have to.
How do we prove it?
Well, you fucking record it. We upload that shit for the pod. X-hamster, here we come. Literally.
Is it a video or an audio file?
I don't care. Although if you'd recorded the audio, I would splice it into the pod somewhere. Just because it would be too amazing not to use.
Oh, all right. Anything else before we go into scenes?
I feel like all we did was talk about Quimbies.
Well,
We spent more time talking about Quimbies than we did the movie.
I don't know. I tried. I covered. I think from beginning to end, pretty much all that happens. I think I skipped the shack fight, the food shack fight.
Oh. It's like Shaq.
Yes, the
Icy hot.
I am Kazam. Dude, we should have picked that movie.
the Shaq Fu fight.
No.
No. But yeah, because otherwise... Oh, and then one awesome thing as well is when his Game Gear quits working and he can't see the future, he has to visualize how they're going to attack the island. The little brother does. And he imagines all the trees as surfboards.
Garbage.
And then Toad Low complains that he's like, no brother's ever surfed. He's like, my homies back home won't like it. I mean, it's something close to that.
I just liked listening to him try to say it.
Can you just do the impression?
Tone low?
Yeah.
I can't. Like, I can't get that low.
Drew's was just Blade. Some motherfucker. Without the voice crack at the beginning. Some motherfuckers.
Golly gee, some motherfuckers always try to ice skate uphill, Davey.
Davey.
Yeah.
Oh, there was a Gumby joke in this as well.
Oh, yeah. A Gumby joke.
Yeah.
They do exist.
No, that's not okay.
That was just me coming.
Wild Thing. Sounds like Optimus Prime.
Sam Witwicky. Our movie was fucking canceled. Pack your shit and get the fuck out of the Paramount studio.
They don't pay us to do the Wild Thing.
What?
I don't know.
What?
They
What?
don't pay us to do the Wild Thing.
Oh, they don't pay us to do the Wild Thing. Okay.
Because that's his lyric, Tone Loc.
Fair.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
What was the other song where the girl was like actually a guy? Yeah, Tone Loc had a song where he
Where
was...
a chick had a dick?
Yeah. Have you not heard it?
No.
Yeah.
Have you heard it?
No. Tone Loc got tranny trick.
Yeah, he did. At least I swear it was Tone Loc that had that song. Because, I mean, there's Lola, obviously, but...
I don't think I know Tone Loc as well as you.
No. The only Tone Loc songs I've heard are Wild Thing, the song that he did for Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, and then the one they played in this movie. Which I don't even remember the name of.
Well, there's Funky Cold Medina.
Oh, yeah, Funky. I forgot about that one. That's
I don't
right.
recognize it by the name, but maybe if
If you heard it, you'd know it. That was in every... That was everywhere. At least I think the beat was everywhere.
Did you really search Tone Loc song where a chick had dick and nothing came up?
No, I searched, like,
Some
Tone Loc
weird-
and Funky Cold Medina came up, and I recognized it, so I was like, wait, is that one?
Some weird Rule 34 shit came up with that one.
You think there's a Rule 34 for Tone Loc?
There's a Rule 34 for everything. If it exists, there's porn of it on the internet.
Tone Loc is so, like...
Obscure?
Yeah. For someone to draw a picture of that.
Well, any person that grew up in the 90s, I'm sure.
Let's find out.
This is riveting.
God, this is gonna bother me. I swear he had one, but I can't remember now.
Well, Google it. If you're at work right now.
Yep.
Tone Loc song where chick had dick.
And maybe I'm wrong. So, I could be. Alright, let's go to scenes. So, I'll go first. And it's a terrible, terrible, terrible scene. So, Leslie Nielsen shows up for the first time as the villain of this movie, and he keeps getting a phone call. And his answering machine is like, I can't get to you right now, leave your number, I'll get back to you as soon as possible, but don't hang up. And he tries to answer the phone 3 different times. He'd answer the phone, get mad, put it down, walk away, get about the same distance away. Phone rings, comes running back, can't pick it up, puts it down, runs all the way back, comes back. When it rings, finally answers the phone in time. Goes, yes, kill them. Wait, I have call rate waiting. Yes, kill them. And he goes back and he's like, okay, kill them. And he goes, oh, did you call? Did you call earlier and hang up? And then he gets mad and throws the phone, but then it lands in water as soon as he throws it. And you're just like, what the fuck?
It sounded like he dropped a massive boulder into the...
Yeah. It was a waste of Leslie Nielsen and just a waste of screen. So I did a bad scene for mine.
I'm gonna pick another bad scene, just because most of the scenes were pretty bad. That fucking scene where they decide they're gonna attack that island by magically turning a bunch of trees into fucking surfboards. And it didn't look like there were enough trees where they were to even do that. And I think they underestimate how long it would actually take to make that many fucking surfboards out of a bunch of fucking trees. They just magically run up on the beach with all these surfboards like, oh, we're attacking right now. And that's where you give up that last shred of hope that the movie will be decent.
Did they ever say it was in the same day, though? It's not like they...
Did they say it? I don't think they said it. They just kind of ran down.
Maybe it was over like a 6-month period. And you didn't...
Yeah, 6 months.
Yeah.
They had all that vigor when they were about to attack, and they're like, well, we'll just camp out and make surfboards for 6 months.
Yeah.
That would make more sense.
Longer movie, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it didn't need to be longer. Not that it's long, but goddamn it feels long.
My scene is they finally stormed the island, and everyone's fighting, and there's all this choreography and stuff going on, and Zach sees that Ernie Reyes is gonna get shot, and he goes in front of him to stop the bullet, and as soon as he gets shot, he jumps and like does like a spin, and then he lands, and everyone rushes to like see if he's okay, and they say, "Oh, you know, like, are you okay? What's going on right now?" You can't see any wound or anything like that, and he's just overacting so much. Pretty ridiculous.
Oh, it was Funky Cold Medina, by the way.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. Who, unbeknownst to him, he first targets a woman who, unbeknownst to him, until the couple got undressed, was a transsexual. So it was Funky Cold Medina.
That's like his most popular song.
Interesting.
Next to Wild Thing.
But I mean, that voice just sucks you in. I mean, you don't even pay attention to the lyrics. I think if I could go a little bit lower, I could get there, but I just don't want to do it on mic. Do you guys want to take a guess? Seeing this is a early 1990 family film. How much money do you think this film made?
A stupid amount.
500,000.
500,000?
I don't think it made a shitload, did it?
And you think how much?
13?
5 million.
5 million?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
This made more than the original Clerks.
It probably had a bigger budget. I don't know by how much. I couldn't find budget information.
Clerks was like 30,000, wasn't it?
Something like that.
Yeah, this cost more.
This film has a 12% on Rotten Tomatoes, but 68% user review.
Why?
And then
cocaine's a hell of a drug.
It has a 5 on IMDb, an even 5.
It's more than Yoga Hosers.
I think this is better than Yoga Hosers.
I do too.
I always think it looked like people tried in this. Like, I know they did in Yoga Hosers, but Yoga Hosers did bad. This, at least, like, they tried to make something out of it and have fun with it.
There's actually a plot that you gave a semblance of a fuck about.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's more
Right.
intriguing.
Yeah.
Than say, why are these German bratwurst Nazis trying to fuck shit up?
And then Patusan was filmed in Thailand. So.
Makes sense.
And then. Actually, they said it was harder to shoot in LA because it was, like, always warm in Thailand. Well, when they did, like, the moto surfing scene, it was, like, 60 degrees. And so they're wearing shorts and everything. So it was really cold for them. So after.
For them.
Yeah. And then there was rumors that Leslie Nielsen remained in character and all that, and like was kind of a dick on set. Like he went total what's the word
Method.
But I read or I heard an interview with what's the kid's name? Adam, whoever played his brother. Oh, Adam, Nicholas Cohen, who played Adam, the brother. And he's like, nah. He said he was a really nice guy. So.
I mean, it doesn't really seem like a role that you would have to get
go method. Yeah. I think that was just something somebody wanted to start. So, but, so we want to go to reviews or any last things for this?
Reviews?
Okay. So yeah, it's one, you should check out the trailer for this. It is so 90s and it is very bad. But like I think it prepares you for this movie. It's not great by any means. But some of the fight choreography is fun. Some of it is piss poor, but some of it is fun. Leslie Nielsen is wasted. A lot of the jokes are wasted. Rob Schneider is almost insufferable. But Tone Loc is pretty good. Ernie Reyes at least tries. And even Nicholas Cohen, who plays Adam, is fine. I don't think he really did anything ever after this film, but he at least was serviceable. He did his job.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think it's just a stupid fun film. It's not over the top hilarious, but it's bad enough that it's enjoyable for me, and I give it a 6.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I had never seen this. Obviously.
Yeah.
I had never.
Kwantsu, Jake.
Yeah, Kwantsu.
Quimby.
I had never seen this. I had never searched it out because I hate Rob Schneider, and it sucks. But it's the fun kind of suck. The fun kind of suck.
Yep.
I like the fun kind.
To give it?
No, not son.
He gives the fun suck. Oh, Jesus Christ. No, it's the fun kind of shitty movie. It's not... I mean, there's better fun shitty movies,
Yes.
for sure.
No, there are.
I know you disagree, but I think Riccio is more fun.
Yeah, I totally disagree.
Yep, and I figured you would. But it's harmless. It's a 90s stupid movie where fucking ninjas in pajamas are attacking people, and he uses a Game Gear to look into the fucking future, basically, and it's fucking dumb, but it's harmless entertainment. As a kid, I would have been just happy to see people pretend beating the shit out of each other. Leslie Nielsen's fucking wasted. I thought that it would be more Leslie Nielsen-ish, but there's a good chunk of the movie where he literally just drops out.
Disappears, yeah.
Ernie Reyes is cool. He seemed to know his shit. He was good at everything he was doing. You can cut Rob Schneider out completely. He was just annoying as fuck for the most part. The girlfriend didn't really wow me or do much either. I mean, it's fine.
Now, what if it had been 1992 Pamela Anderson?
Better to look at.
That's sexual transfer.
But, But, honestly, if she still would have had just as many lines as she did, it's still as expendable as I think. Like, she's just not really a character. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. And they tried to make her one, I think, with that little monologue she has.
Right. I think they thought it might salvage something, but that's literally, like, the only scene I could think of where she was, like, a character, somewhat. Tone Loc is good. Yeah.
Quick thing while I'm thinking about it with Tone Loc, before Drew gets into his thing. What about the shitting of the key?
We never talked about that.
How did we not talk about it?
I just thought of it. So Tone Loc gets knocked out by Ernie Reyes Sr., by Zach, while they're on a boat going to Port Tucson. And, like, they use the handcuffs to tie him up on the boat. And then he walks out of the cabin, and they're like, what the hell? You were chained. You were handcuffed. And he goes, oh, I had a key. They're like, we checked you. He goes, oh, I ate it on Tuesday. And they're like, that was like last week. He goes, I eat it every Tuesday or something. Pretty much what he does is he eats his keys to his handcuffs.
Shits it up.
Shits it out.
And then he
after
eats it
a
next
week.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
He's literally eaten a key covered in shit every time.
Oh, I
every
hope
week.
he washes it off.
But why? Like, what if he actually arrests somebody? Does he have to wait to pass his fucking key while they're at the station?
Maybe he's never arrested anybody.
My gosh, that was...
I think that was just, we need a dumbass way to let you out of your handcuffs, so...
It was
Yeah.
funny, but it was, like, unexpected. Like, what the fuck? He eats his key and then shits it out?
That's probably the funniest joke of the movie.
So he had to dig through his shit to find the key.
You mean Second Breakfast?
Yes. Second harvest.
Harvest, yeah.
Not second breakfast.
Tone Loc has seen some shit.
Oh, fuck. And the other Tolo thing that threw Jake off was when he got the baton.
Oh, yeah. God, do we even want to talk about it?
No, if you want to.
How do we... So...
Oh my god.
So there's a part where... Oh my god. There's a part where they're in a fight, right?
Yeah, they're storming the castle.
And a guy, like, comes at Tone Loc and, like, swings this, like, stick thing at him, and it breaks apart into, like, a perfect shape of a baton.
Mm-hmm.
And Tone Loc starts making these... He makes this comment.
He goes,
that's
this
like,
feels more like it. Or
So-
this feels like something I'm used to.
So, I had forgotten he was a policeman at this point, and I thought it was a racial joke. And I was pretty taken aback. I was like, God damn, movie.
To then me reminding him that he's a cop.
Yeah, that was... That made more sense.
Yes.
That was also less jarring. I was like, shit. I don't...
Now am I the racist?
I guess. I don't know. Yeah, now I feel awkward.
Oh.
I don't know, fuck it. 4.5.
Okay, Drew.
Yeah, this is a movie. I'd never seen it before. If you watch this movie for any reason, I think you watch it for Eddie Reyes. Or Ernie Reyes? Ernie Reyes.
Ernie.
Yeah.
Yep.
I keep getting them mixed up. Yeah, the dude is talented in martial arts, for sure. And I genuinely enjoyed any time he was fighting on screen. He's pretty quick with his moves. I wonder if he had any help, like, choreographing it at all. Kind of makes me wonder. Anyways, it's sad that we didn't really get much of Leslie Nielsen. I think the Kid Brothers are alright. I don't know, the rest of the cast is just kind of there, I guess. It's fine. It's campy 90s throwback jokes. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say other than what you guys have already said. Just get Rob Schneider. Rob Schneider. Just
I want to see a fan edit where they cut all of Rob Schneider out.
Better movie.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's just so much wasted time with this character, and I just don't think it went anywhere. Yeah, it's a movie. I would give it a I'd give it 4.3.
It's a movie.
Also, we didn't talk about Zatch getting shot.
I did. That was my
Oh,
scene.
sorry.
You weren't listening.
Sorry, I was reading Funky Cold Medina
You never listen.
and finding out about the transsexual and proving I was right. So
All these Quimbies for nothing.
what?
I don't know.
I mean, it's a three-way, so you can't really say Quimbees because it'd be a singular.
Fuck you.
Oh, okay. All right.
No, it's Kwantsu.
Kwantsu,
Kwantsu.
Jake.
Kwantsu. Yeah. All right.
Now Drew says something and you repeat it and then immediately regret.
Why?
I don't know, because he did that earlier.
Oh. Once?
Yeah.
And that set a precedent?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I understand now.
Patu-san. So Jake, next week's your pick.
So, I'm gonna pick a movie that is truly gonna make you suffer. Because I remember a movie called UHF, and I'm sure at some point you picked a piece of shit that I fucking hated. Actually, maybe not.
I don't think I've
But
ever picked anything to intentionally...
You're just gonna be punished by proxy.
I'm excited. I don't even know what it is.
It's got a 1.7 on IMDb.
Oh my god.
I want to read you the beginning of a user review. I first saw this at my friend's house, and in the first 10 seconds, I wanted to kill myself. It's called Leo the Lion. It's an animated film.
Okay.
With the voice talents of Matthew fucking Mercer. The guy that plays McCree in Overwatch.
Oh!
Yeah. Why the fuck is he in this movie? We're gonna find out.
You own it?
No, it's on Netflix.
Oh, great.
I've seen clips. Leo is...
Is it a kid's film?
Leo is a vegetarian lion, by the way. Because that's a thing. Yeah, I'm excited for
Oh
this.
my gosh, I'm looking at, like...
the worst animation you've ever seen?
This reminds me of fucking, like, Alpha and Omega. Fucking A.
They, Simpsons did a tofu-eating lion.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they fed a lion tofu.
And it died?
And it was, like, all skinny.
Yeah.
And, like, shriveled up and shit.
That's what this one looks like.
Oh my gosh. So does that mean, Drew's gonna pick the Emoji Movie?
Oh.
No.
You know what? I read a review that said the Emoji Movie is good compared to this.
Oh my god.
And that simultaneously bewilders me and scares the shit out of me.
I've seen the Emoji Movie.
Yeah?
It's bad.
Okay, well, you can be the judge.
It's like a very poor Inside Out.
Hey, if we're doing bad, we're doing bad.
Yeah. Jeez, I thought at least did fun bad, not like kill yourself.
Oh, I think there'll be some fun.
Okay. So quick disclaimer. We decided to stop numbering. We're keeping an internal number, but we're not going to do numbers at the beginning of the pods anymore. We just had some hiccups with a couple of the pods, and we knew it would throw off the numbering system.
We fucked up.
Yeah. So we had some technical difficulties. We just decided, you know what? We're just going to do away with the numbers. So
We were going to do it at 100, but now is as good a time as any since we lost maybe a couple episodes.
yeah. So we'll see. We're going to try and salvage what we can, but up to a certain point, you won't hear numbers anymore. Well, from here on out, you won't hear numbers anymore. Unless we're at 100, 150. If it's something big, we'll tell you, hey, this is the 100th episode.
Right.
Which, like we said, numbers would be off. So the 100th will actually be like the...
100 and, 10th maybe?
Something. Yeah. We'll figure it out. So...
It's a mess.
Yeah.
And we're sorry.
Mm-hmm. But maybe someday those lost episodes will pop out in all their terrible audio glory.
For anyone that's interested.
Oh, but all right. Anything you guys want to plug or share? Or...
Plug?
But?
No.
Oh.
Quimby?
Can we plug Quimby's?
Yeah.
Well, actually,
that's the point.
By definition, that actually makes sense.
Yes.
So you can literally say to someone, I'm gonna go plug a Quimby, and that means something.
Yes.
Yep.
And we didn't know before.
Did you use that?
No, but I'm going
Conversation?
Just because they're gonna get curious and Google it, and then they're gonna be horrified.
And then they think you're sucking the parts out of dead chickens.
They think I'm a chicken fucker.
But no, just you deal with the parts of them.
Yeah, the
Or if
chicken
I'm-
has to be dead, though.
Yeah.
But if I'm plugging a Quimby,
Oh, that's true.
right? I don't know.
You could be plugging a goon.
Is that cat sucking its own dick?
Yes.
Can you do it quieter?
Are you jealous?
Yeah, I'm so loud when I do it to myself.
I don't need help.
Okay. That'll do it for this week. Like, share, subscribe, Facebook, Twitter, Libsyn, YouTube. Email tjdmoviereviews@gmail.com. Kwantsu, guys.
Kwantsu!
I'm Drew.